So I have my Ceres Chill bottle here, and I wanted to make a video because I think this thing is amazing. So I'm a nurse. I work 12 to 13 hour shifts at a time, so I'm gone for that long away from my baby. And I do pump, so this has been amazing. So I'll go over the different parts with you first and then kind of show you how to use it. So this top part, this is called the cup. And I'll show you how to use that in a second. And then you unscrew this next part. This is called the cap. Okay, this cap connects to the inner chiller, which I will show you. So this little guy is the inner chiller, and then this guy is the connector. So there's 5 different parts. Okay, so your cap, cup, inner chiller, connector, and then outer chiller. So you can use this in 2 different ways. You can either put your breast milk in here, and this can hold up to 12 ounces. Or if you're gonna be gone for even longer, then you can use the inside of this, which can be either 24 ounces or 32 ounces, and I'll show you what I mean by 32. So if you wanted to do the inner part, so what most people will do is just put ice in the inner chiller, and then you have to add a little bit of water. There is a little like indent line on the inside. Can't really see it. No, you can't see it. But just don't go past that line, because water displacement, once you put this inside, obviously if you go past that line, it's gonna overfill. So now if you wanted to pump, I pump using a Spectra breast pump. Let's go over there. But so this one obviously has a wider neck, and it works with wider neck bottles, right? But you could also use whatchamacallit, if you want to use your Spectra pump, which has a wide neck, and this has a wide neck, you can go ahead and get these little adapters off Amazon, super cheap. I think maybe I spent less than 10 bucks on a pack of 4. So you can use your adapter, and then so you can screw this on, and then you can screw this guy on, and boom, you can pump directly into the inner chiller, just like that. Now, once you're done pumping in there, you would just disconnect and disconnect, and then obviously just put your connector first. You can see that. So you want to put the connector, and then your cap, and literally ice and water in here, inside, twist, and then you're done. Now, if you wanted to put use the 24 ounce option, you can put ice and water in here, and then what you would do, just make sure this is really clean, then you can pump directly into here. Now again, this is even wider of a neck, so you're gonna have to use that connector. So if you want to pump directly in here, put the connector, okay, and then you'd have to use that adapter again, and then you would put, now obviously if you had a different pump where it's like a more narrow attachment, like a Dr. Brown bottle, then obviously you don't need the adapter. But so, and then boom, you can pump into here. I don't know anyone who would be able to pump that much, or pump more than 12 ounces in one session. But I mean, like I said, if you're gone for longer than, you know, or you're gone for a longer day, you can use this outer part. Just again, make sure that you are not going past that inside line, so that you don't, when you put your ice water in here and use this as the chilling component, then you can, you can either have breast milk directly in here, you get up to 12 ounces. You can put breast milk in here and use the ice water in here as the chilling component and use it for 24 ounces. Or if you're gone for like 24 hours, you can use the entire thing minus the inner chiller. The only thing is that you have to make sure that it's already chilled. Okay, so you can, let's say you have a bunch of refrigerated milk and you're gonna be gone with your baby, and for those exclusive pumping moms, you can store up to 32 ounces and just use this. And then you would just put your, oh sorry, you still need the connector. So you'd put on your connector, and then you'd put on your cap, and then you can use this with pre-refrigerated, pre-chilled milk inside here. Now, if you're one of those moms, you can actually feed using the cap, which is really cool. If you disconnect, so this little guy holds up to 3 ounces. There is a little marking on the inside to show you. But for like a quick little snack feeding, you can do 3-ounce feedings here. You can just pour your milk into the cap, and then you would connect the connector. And then depending on what bottle or cap that you have, you can use a Dr. Brown, because this fits directly on here. And so you can feed like this. How cute. Or if you have the wider neck bottle caps, nipple, again, that adapter, which again is really cheap and easy, then you can use the wider neck. Really cool. I find the versatility of this really awesome. And I would recommend this to anyone. You can even pump directly into, like I said, the big chiller you can pump into there. The smaller chiller you can also pump. And if you're like me, who only gets about maybe 2 to 3 ounces per pump session, you can actually pump directly into here. Now you would, again, use a connector. And if you have the Spectra, this fits direct, oh no, adapter, who am I kidding? Adapter, and pump, boom. You can pump into here, which is really cool. You can pump directly into the inner chiller, which is what I do, just so that I don't have to keep washing the cap. I just pump directly in here because even though despite what you hear, and I mean, you can do whatever you want, I mix freshly expressed milk and chilled milk. I've read multiple educational studies, credible studies that say it is okay. So you can pump directly in here. If you're not one of those, chill in the cap, I guess. It's up to you how you want to do it, but you can pump directly into here. And like I showed you earlier, you can pump directly into here. So 3 different options for pumping into something directly. And then 3 different ways of storing your milk, which is really cool. And then 2 ways of even feeding your baby by attaching it onto the cap or the cup. So yeah, every piece of the inner part is dishwasher safe. Just careful for those dishwashers that have really high heat when it comes to drying. I personally just hand wash them. I feel more comfortable hand washing them, but I read the manual here. So you can put this in the dishwasher. You can put the cap and the connector and the cup onto the top rack. Do not dishwash this guy because you can damage the beautiful exterior. So not dishwasher safe. Dishwasher safe. Okay. I hope this review is really helpful for you guys, and